Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. For the scent of the day, I have the patchouli candle again, and get this, patchouli incense as well. I guess I'm just on a patchouli kick. But I also finished up this candle right here, so I put the rest of it in my wax melt warmer. So this is Autumn Wreath. Thanks for coming here and taking the time to hang out with me today. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you will never miss anything interesting. And also, if you did not know, I do post every single day on Instagram and on Reddit. So if you like new, daily, updated content, be sure to go follow me over on there. As we do on every Sunday, we are going to do an overview and a tutorial today on the Makeup Revolution, the Emily Edit Wants palette. But to be honest with you, the look we're gonna do is pretty short in nature today. For a little something different today, what I wanted to do is after the tutorial, I was gonna do just a chit chat, get ready with me. So I didn't put any makeup on yet. So if you wanna stay and hang out with me after that, or you can dip out after the tutorial, that's what we're gonna do today. So let's get started and get right on into the overview. Here's the palette. This is by Makeup Revolution and it's called the Emily Edit The Wants. And this packaging is a hard plastic shell and it has a snap closure right here. And when you open it up inside, there's a very large mirror in here that works really well. And when you take a look inside, this palette contains 24 circular shaped eyeshadows. And each shadow contains 0.85 grams of eyeshadow, which is a below average amount per shade. There are 3 formulas in this palette. There are 13 mattes, 4 satins, and 7 shimmers. The mattes are a very buildable formula, so they go on very lightly, but you can build them up, and they do that very well. But on the bad side, they are very difficult to blend out, but you can get them to blend out. The satins are less intense metallic, but they look very pretty when you wet your brush and use them in that manner. The shimmer shades have a very nice base to them, so they are multifunctional. You can use them in the crease in all sorts of ways, and they're very intense. Now, when you look at this palette, you can see that it has a great light to dark gradient, and you can spot a few different neutral transition tones for a range of skin tones. Emily Noel's inspiration for this palette was for it to be a comfort zone palette, so you can be comfortable while using it, but it's meant to be inspirational, so you can create many different kinds of looks with it. This palette is cruelty free, it is not vegan, and if you're curious, the price for this entire palette is $20 or 83 cents per shadow, which is an excellent price. Now that we learned a little bit more about the palette, let's get right on into the tutorial. So to get started, I am going to put in my Roto eye drops. These make your eyes nice and bright white. Now you guys are gonna laugh at this because I'm not using my Marc Jacobs highliner today. I'm actually gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Long Wearing Eye Pencil. This pencil works really good for tight lining, and it's a lot more affordable than the Marc Jacobs highliner. So if you're interested in tight lining, check this pencil out for sure. Now, as per usual, we're going to take the Revlon Candid Concealer and do an eye base with it. But this time I'm going to take it around my full eye. For the next few steps, we're going to need 2 brushes. So you're going to need a detail brush and a small blending brush. So the first shade we're gonna jump into is the black in the palette. And with your eye relaxed, we're gonna take that from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner, a little bit above your natural crease line. Just make sure when your eye is relaxed, you can still see the shadow. And since these are buildable shades, make sure that you have the opacity that you desire. Now take your blending brush and you gotta really work to blend this black out. But just take your brush and do small little teeny circles around that top harsh line, and eventually You gotta press a little bit hard, but eventually it does blend out. And just keep doing that. Now since we have the base layer on, we gotta put a few more colors on. So the next shade we're jumping into is the dark purple. And you're gonna put this purple in the same spot, but right on that harsh line from the black. Now, like you did with the black, you gotta put a little effort in to blend this out, but you can get it there. And now the last shade that we're gonna go into is Prayer. And we're gonna stick this one on the harsh line of the purple. And lastly, give that a good blend. Now when you're done blending that out, you can keep going back into the palette and re-intensifying the colors and keep blending them out. You can get a really pretty seamless blend, but I'm not gonna do that for time's sake right now, but you can really do that. Now we're gonna go in with one of the satin shades, but you'll be able to see how pretty it is when it's wet, and it's the Capricorn shade. So as soon as you get that on your brush, spray it with a little bit of water, and I just get this from Walmart, and it's like $1, and then you just fill it with water. And then I lightly spray my brush with it. And just apply this to the entire mobile lid. That shade is just so gorgeous. Now before we start the lower lash line, make sure you line your waterline with just a normal black color. I forgot a step, so take a small rounded detail brush and take the black in the palette and line your upper lash line with it. Now we can get started on a lower lash line, and for this part I like to take a flat definer brush and make sure it's really, the tip is really skinny, and go into the black shade, and you gotta tightly line your lower lash line with this. Right under the lashes, just color that in black. And I like to bring it up to meet the black from the top right there. Now grab a pencil brush and go into that dark purple shade again. Blend out the black with the purple. And then take the light pink Prayer shade and blend out the purple with this shade. Now grab your favorite inner corner brush, go into the shimmer shade called Top Story, and put this right into your inner corner. Now we need to do some cleanup, so I just have some micellar water on a cotton pad, and I'm just gonna go around the edges and straighten those up a little bit. Now I'm gonna go apply mascara, and I will be right back. So here's the final look with mascara, and if you want to see the final look with lashes, I'm going to link that down below in the link section so you can check that out. And I think I forgot to say this in the beginning of the video, but this is my take on a smoky eye. So when I opened up the palette, the shades were just calling to me to make a smoky eye, and this is the first time I've ever tried to do a smoky eye. So, well, this and yesterday, so this is just what I came up with. So I hope you like it, and I hope this was helpful, and let me know in the comments below if you try doing this and how it comes out for you, because I'm interested to know. The tutorial segment of this video is now over, so if that's all you're here for, then thank you for watching. But now we're going to get into the chit chat, get ready with me, and I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup. So hey guys, welcome to the second part of this video. If you're here, then thanks for being here. This is just chill vibes. We're just gonna finish up this makeup. I'm not gonna talk too much about the products I'm using. I'll show you the products, but if you want to know more about them, then check the description box below because I'll list everything that I'm using. The first thing that I'm going to do is take off all my rings because there's nothing worse than getting makeup clogged in your rings. And of course, I'm going to start with both my primers. I am a double primer girl. I put on one primer for like brightening or hydration, and then I always go in with a pore-filling primer on my T-zone. I was gonna do some kind of post about the benefits of double priming or something. I haven't really thought about it too much yet though. So now I'm just taking my pore-filling primer and I'm just gonna hit the T-zone with this. But anyway, it has been raining for 2 solid days now where I live because of the tropical storm. And we've been under a tornado watch, and it's been really, really crappy weather outside. And usually our whole family likes to go on walks and everything. Every single day we have a dirt road right next to our house and we go on like adventure walks. And we haven't been able to do that. We've just been stuck inside of our house and it's been absolutely terrible. Wear Beauty foundation. And I think the absolute worst part of all this rain is I have 3 cats outside and my cats like to sit in my lap. Well, some of them do. And the thing is, they also like to play in the rain. So when I go outside to pet them, they're all sogged up from the rain, and then they try to sit in my lap all waterlogged. And it's pretty much the grossest thing ever. I try to get them off my lap and they wonder why I'm like being mean to them, but I'm not being mean. I just don't want a waterlogged cat sitting on my lap. So let me know in the comments below how the weather is where you live. Are you feeling any effects of this tropical storm that's coming through? Whenever there's something that comes from the Gulf, it always hits here. There's this guy that I found on YouTube like 2 years ago. His name's BP Earthwatch, and he has the best weather stuff that I have ever found, and his voice is so calming. Whenever there's some kind of weather alert happening, I always check his channel and I just love it. Alright, now I gotta grab a concealer. I'm just gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way. So I think there's like 2 versions of this, and I got the like small skinny packaging, and maybe the newer one or something has like the bigger, fatter packaging. I don't have that one, but it is on my wish list. I do want to try that. You guys would die laughing at how long my wish list is. I have my wish list on my phone, and I swear that it could take me an hour to get through it. Every time I see something that I'm like, oh yeah, I want that, I'm interested in that, on the wish list it goes. And then I have my wish list organized by brands. So like for Milani, I'll have Milani, and then I'll have everything that I want from Milani listed under it. So I have so many brands on there, so many things. I don't know. I'm probably never gonna get half of it, but it's my wish list, you know? Taking my favorite powder. A lot of people hate the way this powder smells, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I love it. I think it smells like makeup. Whenever I smell this powder, I think of applying makeup and just makeup in general. It smells so good. It is a strong fragrance though. I'm using my new brush I got in my Imperf box. It's a really nice powder brush. It does its job, and that's what I like a brush to do. I really want to get some of those really expensive handmade Japanese brushes, but who really has the extra money to drop on those right now? So I just haven't been able to get them, but maybe one day. For my face steps, I'm gonna go in with this Pretty Vulgar palette, and I got this on Bhakti Charm pop-up for, it was really cheap. I think it was like $6 or something. And From the way the packaging looks, I didn't have high hopes for it, and I know that's pretty shitty just judging a product by its packaging like that, but just to be honest with you, I always do. If a product has cool packaging and it looks good like that, it makes me want it so much more. But, you know, seriously, sometimes lame packaging products have really good stuff inside, so, you know, that's always something to think about. I'm just mixing these two bronzer shades together right now. I think bronzer might be one of my favorite steps in makeup because it makes such a big impact on the way your skin looks, but I always apply so much of it that I have to blend it out. I'm gonna try a new blush brush, and it's more of a precision brush, so I'm gonna see if this makes a difference. If this looks horrible, you know, don't count it against me. I always go in afterward and blend out my blush with a fluffy brush, but I just want to see if I can get the placement a little bit more precise with this brush. Is anything exciting happening for you guys? We have a beach trip planned for next weekend, so we're gonna go to Panama City Beach, and I am really excited to get out of the house and go. I think that precision brush worked pretty well, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Now I'm taking the two highlighters in here and mixing them together. I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but when I have a face palette of some sort, I just mix all the colors together. Love you. So here's the thing, I used to set my face before I did my brows, but then I realized that it would just leave my brows really like chunky and stuff, so I always do my brows before I set my face now. And I'm gonna keep it super simple. I'm just gonna go in with some tinted brow gel, and this one is incredibly dark for me, and I don't really care. I really like this brow gel, so I use it anyway. Sometimes I kinda honestly like the darker brow look, so it doesn't really bother me, I guess. Do you guys use the same shade of your brows all the time, or do you switch up the colors? I really want to get those KVD brow colors, like the pink and the blue, so I can do ombre brow colors. That would be so cool. Yes, they are on my wish list. Okay, now that the brows are done, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with this. So let me tell you guys something while this dries, okay? So this is my second favorite Mountain Dew. My first favorite is the orange Livewire one. If you've ever had that, then you know what I'm talking about. That stuff is so good, but it's getting harder and harder to find. So I just settle with the Code Red all the time. It's still good, I still like it. It's yum. Okay, so my husband went to the store today and he said, "Hey Melissa, there's a new flavor of Mountain Dew and let's try it. Go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try it." So he brought this one out, and this one is called Baja Flash. And I didn't read what the flavor was or anything. I just was like, oh yeah, it's a yellow Mountain Dew. It's gotta be good. All Mountain Dews are delicious. So I drank this one and I almost threw up. It is disgusting. It is pineapple with coconut flavor, and I don't know what to tell you. Don't drink this one. My kids like it though, so I don't really like to give Mountain Dew to my kids, but they can have this one because I don't like things going to waste either. But I highly recommend saving your $2 and never buying that yellow Mountain Dew. For lips, I'm just gonna hit up the Kaleidos Lip Tonic. This is such an easy lip color. I love it. You practically don't need a mirror with it. So that is the end of this makeup look, and I hope you guys like this little extra segment. I just felt like doing it today. So if you like this kind of thing, let me know in the comments so I can do it more often. And if you don't like it, let me know that too, so I know never to do it again. That is all I have for you today. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps me out a lot. And if you don't like this video, click the thumbs down button. And until next time, bye.